Hey everybody, and welcome to another Northernlion channel update video. I've been trying to do these a little bit more frequently, keep people abreast of what's going on with the channel, issues surrounding it, occasionally quick little glimpses into my personal life. But today it's going to be pretty much all business, which is good for you, I should say, for those of you who want to know what's going on with my channel. We're going to be talking a little bit about my recent partnership with Chrono GG. And I'll be introducing that and also using that as a jumping off point to discuss a little bit the channel's approaches to sponsorship deals, because apart from the Chrono GG thing, which I'm going to tell you about, we also started a sponsored series for a game called Paladins, and I think it's a good time to kind of remind people, not that sentiment there has been bad, people have actually been very positive, but to kind of remind you what a sponsored video is and how we treat them, which, you know, the too long didn't watch of that is we only take games that we already like in advance and also give disclosure, probably overwhelmingly so, to the point where people actually get annoyed. But it's good to have a conversation about that to begin with. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the Let's Look Ats that are coming this week, and I guess we'll finish off and talk a little bit about Gungeon. But again, suffice to say, basically the Gungeon conversation is just, there's more Gungeon. That game's really good. Alright, so let's start by talking about Chrono GG. A lot of people are familiar with this because Total Biscuit partnered with them about a month ago. And in a way that kind of gave me the go-ahead to be like, okay, these guys are legit, because TB, from a disclosure and a sponsorship standpoint, only does things, at least to the best of my knowledge, that are all above board, and is usually very much a stickler about that. So I was like, okay, well, if Chrono GG is legit, then let's look into it. And what it is a game bundling service, but it's not really bundling. It's a game sale website where every 24 hours they have one game up and only one game up. Keys come directly from developers and publishers, and it's at a price that is usually remarkably low. So what they've had in the past that we've kind of talked about is Sword of the Stars, The Pit, and The Bridge, and what's actually coming up tomorrow, or today as of the time of this video, is Lethal League. And I've been told by my handlers that this is actually, I'll play the video here that I recorded a little earlier today. This is actually the cheapest that Lethal League has ever actually been on their website. Now, again, in the interest of full disclosure, this is a sale that we have an affiliate link for, and I'll put that in the video description below. So I will get a cut, basically, if you buy this game. It's going to be $4 American, $4.25, sorry, which is the cheapest it's ever been, apparently. It's $15 Canadian on Steam right now, so probably like $13.99 American. And you can buy up to 4, so you can actually get $17 for a 4-pack. Oh my god, my cat's jumping around trying to imitate what you see on the screen right here. It's basically a dodgeball meets tennis meets Pong meets Super Smash Brothers in a competitive fashion. Basically, this ball bounces back and forth. You hit it, and you have a couple of different moves you can do. Basically, you can bounce it up in the air, or you can just smash it as hard as you can. You can get a special move that fills up when your EX meter essentially is full. This is something we played on the NLSS like every day for a month, and we really like it. It has online multiplayer as well as local multiplayer. It's really good, and what I like about Chrono is that they never ask us to do like videos specifically promoting games. They're like, hey, we saw that you played this game like a year ago and did a Let's Look At. Can we use your video and then give you a cut of sales? And I'm like, yeah, if I like it, then absolutely. And I think TB has echoed this as well. The fact that it doesn't require you to vet a game, rather you just go, oh yeah, I like that a lot, and you're not actually making anything new for it, kind of removes the it removes some of the concerns of bias, I guess, is what I mean. So, you know, if there was a game that they were like, hey, we're going to use your video to advertise this, if that's cool with you, and I was like, oh, I actually didn't like that at all, then that's not going to be a deal that's going to make much sense for us. But yeah, I have like 13, I can check on Steam here, 12 hours in Lethal League. I like this game a lot and have liked it for a long time. If you're interested in picking it up, you can pick it up on Chrono. Please be aware that A, it's an awesome game. It's got overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. 97% of the 3,046 reviews for this are positive. It's got online multiplayer that works almost all of the time, and of course local multiplayer that works, and I'm playing against bots here. So if you and some friends want to pick it up, feel free, but don't buy it just to give me a cut. I would feel really bad if you did that. If you're interested in picking it up, I would definitely recommend it, though. That's at Chrono GG. And I just wanted to talk about that briefly, because you might see more Chrono GG stuff pop up on Twitter from time to time. This is what it is. Basically, it's a website that allows me to use old Let's Look Ats as kind of promotional purposes for games that I already like, and I do get a cut out of it as well. And of course, that's always going to be disclosed. There are some people who have some questions and comments and concerns about Chrono GG. I think that's fair. If you talk to me on Twitter, I will do my best to address them, but you can also talk to Chrono if you want. But by and large, people have been very positive about this, and what I like about it the most is just the fact that it does not require you to actually make anything new. Like, the different sponsors, like for Paladins, I had to play that for like 3 hours and be like, do I like this? Okay, yeah, let's go ahead with it. For this, it's like, you guys tricked me. You gave me a sponsored deal for a game that I already played for free and loved the shit out of 2 years ago. So, yeah, that's what the Chrono model works for me. It's basically just a passive way to get sponsored stuff like that going and also promote great games. And the fact that they do it in conjunction with the developers is awesome, because not every site does that. That's Chrono GG. Again, links in the video description below. That sale will be live for like the next 24 hours or something if you want to pick it up. If you have been having it on your radar, I would recommend it. Apparently, like I said, according to the people that have told me this, it's the cheapest it's ever been. So, I wanted to use that as a bit of a jumping off point to talk about sponsored videos. It's not like there's a rash of sponsored stuff coming up, but we kind of went through a period where we didn't have anything sponsored for a while. And I want to remind people, or tell people that may be new to the channel, that sponsored videos are definitely irregular. We don't do them on the channel very much. We post anywhere from 3 to 7 or 8 videos a day sometimes, and I would say maybe 1 to 2 times a month on average we'll have a sponsored video. So it's not like the channel is selling out and becoming 100% sponsored stuff, but the way we treat sponsored videos is they come into our inbox. And I say R because I have basically a press handler that helps me with this stuff, which is becoming kind of increasingly common with streamers and YouTubers, which is cool and also scary. Not scary because, you know, they're a scary person, but scary because it's like, whoa, this is like not just me in my bedroom anymore. There's other people that talk to me, which is weird. So yeah, stuff will come in and my manager will be like, check this out. You know, here's the deal. Here's the rates. You would not believe, I'm not going to talk specifics because it's kind of an unbroachable subject in videos like this and in the business, but you would not believe how many we turn down. And I want people to know that kind of, I guess, in defense of myself. You would be, if you knew how many sponsored videos and how much money I turn down just because the games don't really look good or they offer terms that I can't feel good about, most of you would probably be mad at me. You'd be like, you idiot, why didn't you take this? It's just, you know, 1 or 2 videos, blah, blah, blah. Maybe I am stupid for not taking those, but I think that's a little self-serving to be like, I'm so stupid, I do the noble thing. But no, you know, I'm not a complete idiot. I understand that my integrity is one of the reasons that people watch my channel and feel good about watching my channel and supporting me. So, you know, I like to pay back that respect by having respect about the sponsored stuff that we do. Why do sponsored stuff at all? Sometimes a match made in heaven comes along, like this, where a company says, hey, we want you to play our game. We'll pay you. If you like it, you can say whatever you want. That's pretty much where we're at right here. This is like, the Paladins thing is a YouTuber tournament. So we have like a practice game that went up. We're going to do a stream next week with a bunch of YouTubers. Then we're going to do a 5v5 tournament, and then we're going to do a highlight of that tournament. So it actually seemed like a pretty fun event to be a part of. They're paying us for our time and for the exposure that we're going to give the game for playing it. I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't already like it. You can ask Sinvicta. I've been playing it off camera and having a good time with it. Is it an Overwatch clone? I got no idea. I'm not in Overwatch yet, but I've been having a fun time with it nonetheless. Again, I guess what I wanted to get across with sponsored stuff is we don't just take anything that comes in your inbox. One day, maybe there will come a time where I'll regale you with the stories of the stuff that we've turned down, the ridiculous terms that have been available. I'm not throwing shade on anybody, you know, marketing's marketing, but that day's not today, but trust me. Apart from that, disclosure. We always disclose everything. And we never sign anything that's like, hey, you don't, if you see a glitch, just change the subject and talk about the weather quickly, or, you know, you can't say anything bad about our game. We don't do that because it's, quite frankly, it's not worth it. Like, from a viewership standpoint, the audience is way more valuable, like, both sentimentally but also financially, than the like one-off payment we would get from taking a shitty deal like that. So I guess I'm just trying to reassure you that you're in good hands, but if you were in bad hands, what would the person whose hands are bad say to you? They'd be like, oh, you're in good hands. So I feel like saying that is not that encouraging, but I want it to be. Anyway, Sponsored deals. I wish they would sponsor me to play Magic Duels again, because Shadows over Innistrad comes out tomorrow at midnight, and I'm excited to play it. Thank you, by the way, for the feedback for this. I can't tell you. I mean, there are some people who just will not watch sponsored content or even actively dislike it. I understand. That's fine. That's why we clearly market, so you can stay away. But the feedback, by and large, is really positive, and it's really easy to like avoid shitty sponsored deals when you wait for the diamond that is a great sponsored deal for a game you also like, and they're gonna pay you to play it, and then people are like, this is fun to watch. That's really cool, so thank you for that. I mean, in the end, we're making entertainment, so when we hear feedback like that, it's awesome, and I really appreciate it. I guess we'll talk Gungeon super quickly. More Gungeon videos are coming. I'm going to try to keep up with 2 a day. It's tough. It's tough because of the stream right now. You know, we've got 3 hours a day of the stream. Then each Gungeon run is anywhere from half hour to an hour. We want to get Isaac done. We want to get Darkest Dungeon done. Dark Souls 3 is coming out soon. We want to get Let's Look At's done, etc., etc. Tournament of Shame is happening right now as well. It's a busy time for the channel. Speaking of which, I have more Darkest Dungeon recorded. It's going up. I have Tournament of Shame recorded. It's going up. I have more Isaac recorded. I have more Let's Look At's recorded. There's a lot of stuff. Some days you might go a day without seeing your favorite video, your favorite series of videos. It's just because we're uploading such a wide swath of stuff right now. I can't post 10 things a day, because if I do, it just, like, the backlog gets eroded so quickly. I'd be working 25 hours a day. I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm just telling you, occasionally that might happen. If you're saying, where's Darkest Dungeon? I feel you. It's coming. It's fallen down a little bit as we've been spreading out. But it's a good thing, I think, overall. Gungeon's really good. We're going to be playing it forever. Maybe not literally forever, but possibly literally forever. I'm really bad at it. I'm getting better. Thank you for your feedback, and thank you for your support on this series so far. I mean, I feel like it's probably safe to say it's the second best series launch for the channel, next to Rebirth. Maybe third next to Afterbirth, but it's up there, which is unprecedented, and I really appreciate that, and I'm glad so many people like it. Not to be like, oh, I was into it before it was cool, but when I first played this at PAX East like 18 months ago, actually, you know what? It was 2 years ago now, I think. 1 year ago? I can't remember. They all blend together after a while when you're an old grizzled standing on the show floor veteran and getting angry at people hitting you with their backpacks when they turn around to look at the Evolve big screen. As soon as we saw it, everybody, myself included, was like, this is going to be huge. This game's going to be great. But it was still surreal to see it be the top seller on Steam yesterday. I'm not I'm not directly part of the marketing machine for that game, but I'm really happy for those guys because they didn't rush it out. The game has seemed like it's been ready for launch for like a year, but they benefited from waiting. Like, the level of polish in that game is just insane, and I think they've done what very few developers have been able to do, which is actually make a roguelite that is as compelling as Isaac is. You know, it's like that, Nuclear Throne, Isaac, Rogue Legacy. Full stop. For me, at least. A lot of other people would throw another game or two in there, which is fine. But yeah, more Gungeon's coming. Have patience, because I suck. Eventually we'll get to the point where, he got Eye of the Beholster again. What another easy win. But for now, we're garbage. Let's Look At's are still coming as well. This is a screenshot of Bunker Punks. That Let's Look At was supposed to be up on Wednesday. It'll probably be up today, which is Thursday, if this video goes up at the right time. This is recorded, by the way. Bunker Punks is a Doom-like first-person shooter roguelite that is currently in early access. It's actually pretty cool and looks gorgeous. Like, the marrying of, like, the screenshot does not look like the cover art here does not look like what the game looks like. It looks like Doom, but it's like Doom at 60 FPS with, like, really, really nice particle effects. It's kind of hard to explain, but you'll see it in motion today, hopefully. I have a Let's Look At recorded for Orcs Must Die Unchained. I need to post that. That game is also pretty good, actually. I'm not a huge fan of the monetization grind, but gameplay-wise, it's pretty fun. I'm going to take a look at Force Showdown this week, which Nick has been evangelizing hardcore. Apart from that, I don't have any other Let's Look At's on the horizon, but that's 3 of them, which, to be honest with you, is a pretty realistic output for a week. With the Gungeon launch, we didn't get much done except for Adrift, I guess, last time. Trying to see what else is coming out on Steam in the very near future. We may have, maybe I'll talk about that next week because it's not confirmed yet. We should have a pretty cool kind of preview pseudo Let's Look At coming soon. No, I'm not flying somewhere to play a game. This is from the comfort of my own home, thankfully. Yeah, we'll talk about that next time. Don't get too excited, but it should be cool. It's a game. It's a sequel to a game that I enjoyed. Let your brain percolate there. Hey, also, is VR content coming? I don't know, but after being on the Co-optional podcast, I did buy an HTC Vive, and I'm kind of living in buyer's remorse right now. Not because I think it's going to be bad, but because it's a lot of money. But once it's here, I'm going to be excited about it. So there you go. More Gungeons coming. We are light side about handling sponsored content. So are most people on YouTube right now, which is awesome. This is Lethal League. Let's skip to like the middle here. It's really fun. I like it. Josh likes it. Nick likes it. Maybe you'll like it. Please don't buy it because you think I need the money. I would feel terrible. Instead, buy it because you want to save money and it's a good game. And they don't do anything shady when it comes to the developers. And that is the website, chrono.gg. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the NLSS a little later today. Again, I'm trying to keep these channel updates coming semi-frequently, keep you guys abreast of the situation, let you know what to look forward to, what's bugging me, what's on my mind. I appreciate that a lot of you guys like the more casual tone of the stuff like this, and it opens up kind of a two-dimensional, two-way conversation, I guess I'm trying to say. I like to do this. I like to keep people on the up and up when it comes to like the administrative side of things, so that people don't go, oh, you know, you haven't communicated this. That's true. I'm not very good about communicating that, like changes to the channel and stuff like that. So I want to do this more often. Also, Dark Souls 3. I should have talked about that. I'll be playing it come the 11th. I don't want to play more now because I can't post it. Remember in the last video I told you I can't post anything until the 11th, thanks to their new guidelines for streamers and me also being a nice guy. So yeah, on the 11th, we'll start our playthrough as a pyromancer, and I look forward to seeing you then. Thanks for watching.